In a grand hall that sparkled with alien technology, the alien emperor sat on his enormous throne. The room was filled with advisors, each one more colorful and strange than the last. They all stared at a large screen showing Earth, a small blue planet in the corner of the galaxy. The emperor, with his golden crown shining, leaned forward, a smirk on his face. "Look at them," he exclaimed, pointing at the screen. "Those humans think they are important. They are nothing but primitive creatures." The advisors laughed loudly. They had heard the emperor's jokes about humans many times before. One advisor, a tall creature with green skin and 3 eyes, chimed in, "They have no advanced technology. Their ships are like toys compared to ours." The emperor nodded, enjoying the mockery. Yes, they still think they can challenge us. How ridiculous. They can barely reach the stars." He clapped his hands, and the screen changed to show images of human rockets struggling to launch into space. In a quieter corner of the room stood a human diplomat named Alex. He was nervous, but he had a strong heart. Alex knew the truth. Humans were capable of great things. He had spent years working to show the galaxy that Earth was not to be underestimated. Gathering his courage, Alex stepped forward. "Your Excellency," he said, his voice steady, "I believe humans have made significant advances. You may be surprised by what we can do." The Emperor turned his gaze to Alex, his smile fading. "Surprised? By your tiny planet? You amuse me, human. You should know your place." The laughter grew louder, echoing in the hall. Alex felt a wave of frustration but held his ground. He was determined to prove them wrong. "With all due respect, we have hidden technologies that you have never seen." "Hidden technologies?" The Emperor scoffed. "What do you think you are, a magician? Show me these so-called warships of yours. I would like to see how a fragile human craft can stand against the might of my fleet." The hall fell silent for a moment, and Alex seized the chance. "I can arrange a demonstration. If you give us the opportunity, we will showcase our warships and their capabilities." The Emperor leaned back, considering the proposal. A glint of amusement returned to his eyes. "Very well, a demonstration. But mark my words, you will fail miserably. You will prove my point that humanity is nothing more than a joke." The advisors cheered at the idea of a spectacle. They could hardly wait to see the humans humiliated. "Let's make it a grand event! Invite all the alien races! We must gather an audience to witness this display of foolishness," one advisor shouted. As the plans took shape, Alex felt a mix of hope and dread. He knew this was his chance to turn the tide. If he could prove the Emperor wrong, it would change everything for humanity. But the stakes were high, and failure would mean humiliation. Outside the hall, whispers spread through the Galactic Empire. Many aliens were curious about this upcoming event. Would the humans really show something impressive, or would it be a complete disaster? Back on Earth, Alex rushed to his team. He explained what had happened, how the Emperor had mocked them, and how they had the chance to fight back. The scientists and military leaders listened intently. They were excited, ready to work day and night. In the days that followed, teams worked tirelessly. Engineers designed warships with advanced features. Soldiers trained hard, preparing for the challenge ahead. The human spirit burned brightly as they rallied together. As the date of the demonstration approached, hope filled the hearts of many. They knew this was more than just a show. It was a chance to prove their worth in a galaxy that often looked down on them. The stage was set for a battle of pride and strength, and humanity was ready to show the universe what they could do. Back on Earth, the mood was tense. Alex, the human diplomat, gathered scientists, engineers, and military leaders in a large conference room. The walls were filled with maps and images of alien technology. Everyone knew the stakes were high. They had to prove themselves to the Galactic Empire. "Listen up, everyone," Alex said, his voice steady but urgent. "The alien emperor has mocked us, but we have a chance to show our true power. We must prepare for this demonstration and make it unforgettable." The room buzzed with energy as people exchanged ideas. A brilliant engineer named Sarah raised her hand. "We need to focus on our warships. They have advanced stealth technology and powerful weapons. If we showcase these features, the aliens will be shocked." Another leader, a grizzled military general named Tom, nodded. "We can't just show off technology. We need a strategy. We have to fight smart and hard. If we impress them in battle, they will respect us." Alex smiled, feeling hope swell within him. "Exactly. Let's combine our strengths. We'll create a plan that highlights our best features while showing them our spirit." Over the next few days, teams worked tirelessly. Scientists developed new weapon systems, while engineers modified the warships to enhance their performance. They built a fleet that combined speed and power, unlike anything the galaxy had seen before. As the demonstration day approached, excitement filled the air. The media buzzed with stories about the upcoming event. People from all over Earth rallied together, believing in their cause. They felt a spark of unity and determination. In a hidden military base, the warships were lined up, gleaming under the bright lights. Each ship was a masterpiece, equipped with cutting-edge technology. The humans poured their heart and soul into every detail, knowing they were fighting for their pride. Alex visited the base to see the preparations. As he walked among the ships, he felt a wave of pride. These vessels represented humanity's resilience and creativity. He stopped at a ship named Pride of Earth. Its sleek design and powerful engines were a testament to human ingenuity. "Look at her," Sarah said, joining him. "She's ready for anything. We've made sure she can outmaneuver anything the aliens throw at us." "We have to trust our technology and each other," Alex replied. "This is our moment to shine." As the final preparations took place, the humans trained relentlessly. Pilots practiced flying maneuvers while soldiers honed their combat skills. The entire planet felt the energy of anticipation. On the day before the demonstration, Alex addressed the crew and soldiers gathered around him. "Tomorrow, we face a great challenge. But remember, we are not just fighting for victory. We are fighting for respect, for our place in the galaxy. We must show them that humanity is not to be underestimated." The crowd erupted in cheers, their spirits lifted. They were ready to face whatever the aliens had in store for them. Meanwhile, back in the Galactic Empire, the Emperor and his advisors prepared for the event with a mix of arrogance and skepticism. They expected an easy win and laughed at the idea of human technology being anything more than a joke. The day of the demonstration arrived. The alien ships gathered, and the Emperor took his place in the viewing chamber, confident in his belief that humanity would fail. As the human warships took off, flying in perfect formation, gasps filled the air. The aliens could not believe their eyes. The humans were not backing down. They were ready to show their strength. Alex watched from the lead ship, heart pounding with excitement and fear. He knew this was the moment that would define humanity's future. The time for mockery was over. With engines roaring, the Pride of Earth soared into the sky, ready to face the challenge ahead. Humanity was united, and they would not let their dreams be crushed by mockery any longer. The day of the demonstration arrived, and excitement buzzed in the air like electricity. The Galactic Empire had set up a massive arena in space, filled with alien ships from all corners of the galaxy. Bright lights lit up the area, and a crowd of curious spectators gathered, eager to see the humans' much-anticipated display. In the lead ship, the Pride of Earth, Alex stood at the control panel, his heart racing. He looked out at the sea of alien vessels and felt a mix of nerves and determination. This was humanity's moment to prove itself. "Are we ready?" Alex asked, glancing at Sarah, who was seated beside him, monitoring the ship's systems. "Everything is set," she replied, her fingers flying over the controls. "We've got full power and our stealth technology is activated. They won't see us coming until it's too late." As the countdown began, the Emperor watched from his own ship, surrounded by his advisors. He wore a confident grin, certain that the humans would fail spectacularly. "Let's see what these little creatures have to offer," he sneered. With a loud beep, the countdown reached 0. Alex took a deep breath and shouted, "Let's show them what we've got!" The Pride of Earth shot forward, engines roaring as the warships followed closely behind. As they flew into the arena, Alex activated the ship's stealth features. The humans had designed this technology to make their ships almost invisible to enemy sensors. The alien crowd gasped, puzzled by the sudden appearance of the human fleet. "Look at that!" one alien whispered. "How did they do that?" The Emperor frowned, feeling a twinge of doubt. He had not expected this level of sophistication, but he quickly brushed it aside, convinced that the humans would still fail. Suddenly, the human ships performed a series of breathtaking maneuvers, soaring and gliding with incredible speed. Alex and Sarah exchanged excited glances. The pilots had trained for weeks, perfecting their skills, and it showed. "Now let's show them our firepower," Alex commanded. He pressed a button, and the ships fired their weapons, colorful blasts lighting up the arena. The display was both beautiful and powerful, showcasing the humans' engineering skills. The audience was captivated. Incredible! An alien exclaimed. I didn't know they could do that. The Emperor shifted uncomfortably in his seat, his expression growing more serious. This is just a show. They cannot sustain this level of performance in a real battle, he muttered, trying to reassure himself. But the human fleet continued to dazzle the crowd. Alex decided it was time for the ultimate test, a simulated battle against the alien ships. He knew it would prove their strength. Prepare for the simulation, he shouted. As the simulation began, the human ships split into two teams, engaging in a fierce mock battle. The aliens watched in awe as the humans used clever tactics, combining speed and teamwork to outmaneuver their opponents. Look at their strategy, one alien shouted. They're working together like a well-oiled machine. The Emperor clenched his fists, realizing that the humans were not just showing off technology, they were proving their skills as warriors. The tide of the mock battle turned as the human fleet began to dominate. Hold your positions, Alex commanded, his voice steady. We can win this! With a combination of clever tactics and powerful weaponry, the humans managed to gain the upper hand. The audience erupted in cheers, stunned by the performance they had never expected from Earth. As the simulation ended, the humans stood victorious. The alien crowd erupted into applause, their attitudes shifting. The once mocking Emperor sat in silence, his confidence shattered. This changes everything, he finally admitted, his voice low. They are not what we thought. Alex and the crew celebrated aboard the Pride of Earth. They had done it! They had turned the tables on their critics and shown the galaxy what humanity could achieve. As the cheers echoed through the arena, Alex realized this was just the beginning. They had proven their worth, but the path ahead would be full of challenges. Still, today, humanity had taken a giant leap into the stars, earning respect and recognition in the galaxy. The atmosphere was electric after the demonstration. Alex and the crew of the Pride of Earth were still riding the high of their unexpected victory. But in the grand viewing chamber, the alien Emperor's expression was dark. He paced back and forth, his advisors whispering among themselves, unsure of what to do next. How could they defeat us in their mock battle? The Emperor raged. They are supposed to be weak. One advisor, a sleek alien with shimmering skin, suggested cautiously, perhaps we underestimated them. They have technology and tactics we did not expect. The Emperor stopped and turned sharply. I will not accept this humiliation. We must challenge them to a real fight. Let's see if they can perform under pressure. The advisors exchanged nervous glances but nodded, fearing the Emperor's wrath. A message was quickly sent to Earth, demanding a real battle to settle the matter once and for all. Meanwhile, back on the Pride of Earth, the crew was celebrating their success. We did it! We actually showed them what humanity is made of, Sarah exclaimed, her eyes shining with excitement. Let's not get too comfortable, Alex replied, his brow furrowed. They might be angry enough to challenge us to a real fight. We need to be ready! Just as Alex had feared, the next message arrived from the Galactic Empire, a challenge for a real battle. The humans quickly gathered to discuss their strategy. We have to accept, General Tom said firmly. We can't show fear. If we back down now, they will see us as weak again. Alex nodded. We need to prepare our best tactics. This won't just be a demonstration. It's a fight for our place in the galaxy. As the crew prepared for the upcoming battle, the atmosphere was tense but focused. They worked around the clock, double-checking their ships and practicing combat maneuvers. Everyone knew the importance of this moment. The day of the battle arrived. The two fleets faced each other in the vast emptiness of space. The alien Emperor stood at the helm of his flagship, looking down on Earth's fleet with a mix of anger and determination. Alex took a deep breath as he stood in the command center of the Pride of Earth. He could see the alien ships dark and imposing on his radar. All ships prepare for battle, he commanded, his heart pounding in his chest. The Emperor raised his voice, addressing his fleet. Today, we will show these humans that they are nothing more than insects. Let's crush them and end this foolishness! With that, the battle began. The alien ships charged forward, weapons firing. The human fleet responded quickly, dodging blasts and returning fire. Alex felt the adrenaline rush through him as they engaged in combat. Formation Delta! Stay together! He shouted, guiding the fleet with precision. The human ships moved as one, their teamwork shining through the chaos of battle. The Emperor's ships had greater numbers, but the humans had something else, determination and strategy. They weaved in and out of the enemy's line of fire, using their speed to their advantage. One by one, the human ships struck back, targeting the weaknesses in the alien fleet. Tom, commanding from a nearby ship, called out, "Focus on the flagship! That's where the Emperor is!" As the battle raged on, the alien forces began to falter. The humans' tactics confused their opponents, who were used to overpowering their enemies through sheer strength. The Emperor watched in disbelief as his ships took heavy damage. "No! This cannot be happening!" he shouted, his face twisted in anger. In the midst of the battle, Alex saw an opening. "Now's our chance! Target their flagship!" He focused the Pride of Earth on the enemy ship, launching a powerful shot. The blast hit the Emperor's flagship directly, causing it to tremble. The aliens were thrown into disarray, realizing that they were not facing an easy victory. "Fall back! Regroup!" the Emperor shouted, but it was too late. The human fleet pressed on, determined to claim their victory. As the dust settled and the last shots were fired, the alien ships began to retreat. The humans cheered, their hearts filled with pride and relief. They had not only survived, but had shown their strength to the galaxy. Alex looked around at his crew, their faces shining with joy. "We did it! We proved that humanity is not to be underestimated." With their spirits high, they realized that this battle was just the beginning. They had earned respect, and the galaxy would remember this day. The battle had ended, but the echoes of victory still rang through the human fleet. Alex stood on the bridge of the Pride of Earth, feeling a mix of relief and pride. They had not only survived the clash, but had emerged stronger than ever. As the crew celebrated, Sarah approached him with a serious expression. "Alex, we need to consider what comes next. The Galactic Empire won't just forget this defeat. They will want to respond." Alex nodded, knowing she was right. "We have to show them we are ready for peace. We can't let this escalate into a larger conflict." Meanwhile, on the Emperor's flagship, the alien Emperor sat in his chair, fuming. His advisors gathered around, whispering nervously. "This is a disaster," one said. "We underestimated them, and now we have lost face in front of the entire galaxy." The Emperor clenched his fists. "We must take control of this situation. We cannot allow these humans to think they can challenge us." However, another advisor spoke up. "But, Your Majesty, perhaps this defeat could be a chance for diplomacy. If we can negotiate, we might find a way to coexist." The Emperor paused, considering the idea. "What do you propose?" "We could send a message of peace. Show the galaxy that we are willing to work with them, not against them," the advisor suggested. Back on the Pride of Earth, Alex and his crew received the unexpected message from the Galactic Empire. It was an invitation to discuss a peace treaty. Alex read the words carefully, his heart racing. "This could be our chance," he said, turning to Sarah and Tom. "We can show them that we want to build a better future, but we have to be smart about it." After a tense discussion, they decided to accept the invitation. The next day, Alex and a small delegation boarded a neutral ship to meet with the Emperor and his advisors. As they approached the Emperor's flagship, Alex felt a mix of excitement and nerves. Once on board, the atmosphere was tense. The Emperor greeted them with a guarded expression. "You have shown bravery and skill," he began. "We are willing to discuss peace. But understand this, we will not be humiliated again." Alex nodded, keeping his composure. "We don't seek conflict, Your Majesty. We want to work together. We've proven ourselves, and now we can find common ground." The discussions were intense. Both sides had their reservations, but as the hours passed, they found areas of agreement. Alex emphasized humanity's desire for cooperation, while the Emperor slowly began to see the potential benefits of working with Earth. "We could share technology," Alex proposed. "Your advanced systems combined with our creativity could lead to incredible advancements for both our civilizations." The Emperor listened carefully. "And what guarantees do we have that you will not attack us again?" Alex replied confidently. "We have no interest in war. Our victory was to earn respect, not to create more enemies. Together we can create a stronger alliance." After long discussions, the atmosphere began to shift. The Emperor's advisors spoke among themselves, slowly warming to the idea. Finally, the Emperor leaned back in his chair and nodded. "Perhaps there is a path forward." With a hesitant smile, he continued. "Let us sign a treaty. It is time for a new era, one where humans and aliens can coexist." Cheers erupted among Alex's team as the treaty was finalized. It marked a historic moment, a step toward unity in the galaxy. As the humans and aliens shook hands, the significance of the moment settled in. This was not just about ending conflict, it was about building a future together. Returning to Earth, Alex and his crew were hailed as heroes. The news spread quickly, and people celebrated not just a military victory, but a diplomatic one. As Alex looked out at the stars, he felt hopeful. Humanity had faced challenges, fought hard, and emerged victorious. But now they faced a new challenge, the task of building relationships and fostering peace. Together they had turned mockery into respect, and now they were ready to explore this new chapter. The galaxy was vast, filled with possibilities, and humanity was ready to take its place among the stars.